Hello guys, and welcome to a new Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing some Victoria 2 with the Historical Project mod. So it is indeed time for another Victoria 2 Let's Play. I kinda got the feeling that if I did make another one soon, there would be a riot in the comment section. So here we are, back with another game, and today we're going to be playing as Belgium. This might come as a surprise to someone here, but basically the story behind my campaign as Belgium is that I originally had something else planned, but that attempt got ruined by a bug that I think I know how to fix, but basically I had been sitting for like 4 hours recording, editing, and like having to restart the game to get things to work, and it was just one of those nations that is a bit of a, it's a bit, quite stressful to play, so I decided, you know what, F this. I just cannot be bothered to start that over again. I will at some point, but just not right now. Right now, I just need some calm, chill Victoria 2 to post to my channel. So I decided, you know what, let's just do a chill Belgium campaign, because Belgium, there's not much, there's not much that you have to do. It's not like, if you play as France, you sort of gotta, conquer the west side of the Rhine, or if you conquer Greece, you gotta work hard to take your course back. There's no expectations for Belgium. You just sit around, you're just Belgium, and you just do whatever you want. So I think that's going to be healthy for my mind, that I won't be so stressed out. So that's the story behind Belgium. You can see here I've been doing quite a lot of testing about, because I can't help it. Whenever I play Victoria 2, I need to like test about a bit to try and see how the nation works, because basically, as you can see, HPM mod actually changes Belgium quite a bit from how it is in the base game. I guess we can just go into the game here. The world is, I gotta make sure I'm actually starting at the beginning of the game here and not on one of my save games, but that looks good. So you can see the borders of Belgium in the HPM mod are actually different. In the normal game you only start out with Flanders and Wallonia, but in this mod you also start out with Limburg and Luxembourg, so that's nice. Some other changes is the fact that you also have Picard as an accepted culture, along with Flemish and Wallonian. And you do have some Picard people chilling in your country, so that's nice. The vast majority of Picard people are in Picardy, over in France. I don't really think I'm going to try too hard to conquer Picardy, because I feel like by the time I would potentially be strong enough to do that, the French will have assimilated away the Picard anyways. Or what usually happens is the French get an event or a decision to assimilate the Picard and Breton people, but what usually happens is that they for some reason just move away from this province and like resettle to central France. That's my experience anyways. Another thing that's maybe even more important for Belgium in the HPM mod is the changes to the Treaty of London. What is the Treaty of London, you say? Well, the Treaty of London is it's an event that is triggered by the United Kingdom. Because at this point in history, I don't know when the Belgian Revolution was, but at some point the Belgians revolted against the Dutch, who used to control this entire, the entire Low Countries, the entire Benelux. I don't really know the history behind that. I mean, I am taking a fucking history degree at a university, but I have heard no mention about Belgium yet, so who knows? Actually, that is logical, because I haven't actually learned about that time period. Oh well, let's not talk about that. Point is, there was a revolution, but technically, I'm just speaking out from the game here, it says that there's technically just a truce between Belgium and the Netherlands at this point, kind of like how it is between North Korea and South Korea today. I mean, they are basically at peace, but technically no peace deal has ever been signed, so the tension is definitely high. This is represented in the game by the fact that the Dutch start with cores on all of our provinces, meaning that they can, if they want to, invade us and completely annex us, which would be quite a shame, because Belgium is glorious, and you gotta be independent to be glorious. Strong, independent Belgium who don't need no Netherlands. That's our destiny, I think. So basically, we need to make sure that the Treaty of London goes our way, because the Treaty of London is essentially, a peace deal between us. What the Treaty of London does in this game is that it releases Limburg and Luxembourg as vassals of the Dutch. And let's just say I don't want that. I'm not a fan of that. I would much prefer something else. And the good thing about this mod is that it also gives you the potential to get the so-called alternative Treaty of London, which allows, basically it does the same thing. It makes the Dutch have to give up all their cores, except for Luxembourg for some reason. They get to keep that. I don't even have that as a core. I don't know why I control this place. But that's a thing that happens. But if you get the alternative Treaty of London, you do get to keep Limburg, and the Dutch lose cores on it. So that's the advantage. I mean, you can of course refuse the normal Treaty of London, but if you do so, pretty much everyone will invade you to release cores, and I don't know. I don't really know what they intend to do with those wars, but basically, if you refuse, everyone gets a casus belli against you, and they will use it. I was able to, like, in my test game, prevent Prussia from doing it, but then fucking Austria decided to invade, and they were allied to France, and you also lose your alliance with the British. Everything really just goes to shit if you refuse the Treaty of London. But if you can get the alternative Treaty of London, the British are no longer allowed to fire the normal Treaty of London, which essentially allows you to do, allows you to skip that horror. Now, how do you get the alternative treaty? Well, basically, you need to fight the Dutch. So I guess the way it's programmed is so that how it's supposed to work is that if you refuse the original Treaty of London and, the Dutch don't lose their course on you and then they invade you, if you then win that following war, you then get the opportunity to enact another treaty, which, does the same thing. It removes the course, except you get to keep Limburg. But I haven't really found any strategies that allow me to refuse the initial Treaty of London. It also gives you, like, infamy, I think, and it's everything is sort of awful, to be honest. So I'm going to use a bit of a trick that I have been thinking about in my Dank Meme strategy test runs. Because when you start out the game as Belgium, or the Netherlands, I guess, you start out with cores on... No, that's wrong. You start with a truce with the Netherlands. And that basically prevents you from justifying a war against them. However, you can attack their allies, but now of course the stupid Dutch have gone ahead and allied the Prussians, which is something they never did in my test runs. So this is sort of the curse of Victoria 2. Whenever I play, I do something cool in my test runs, and then I play the actual fucking game, and things just don't turn out the way I want them to. So if they don't ally someone else, I will actually have to restart. But I mean, it's early enough in the game for a restart not to be too frustrating. For fuck's sake, Netherlands, I'm recording here. Can you not play along? They really cannot play along, can they? Yeah, I'm not allowed to invade their puppets. Shit. Alright, let's give them a bit more time, because I'm waiting for them to ally a specific country that they do ally from time to time. Although it's not looking very good here. No, they're just gonna... Okay then, I guess we have to fucking restart the game. Alright, there we go. So that took 5 restarts. Oh! I thought you were kidding, like, Victoria 2, why do you hate me so? Seriously, in not a single one of my test runs did I have to restart to make this strategy work. But here I had to restart 5 fucking times just to get the Netherlands to ally Sweden. But yeah, so this is basically the idea. We have a truce with the Netherlands, which forces us to not go to war with them, but we can sort of trick the system by invading Sweden. And Sweden is just sort of stupid because, I mean, that's just a fact of nature, You just Google Sweden on Wikipedia and it's like, there's no text, it's just like, hashtag Sweden is dumb. That's all there is on Sweden. By the way, I'm allowed to make fun of Sweden because I'm Norwegian. It's sort of, it's a tradition, trust me. It's like a known Scandinavian tradition. Even the Swedes make fun of themselves, trust me. If you go to Sweden, you should totally make fun of Sweden, because the Swedes love it. They're into that. Anyways, so we're building up our army, and for fuck's sake, okay, so he did ally Prussia. That should not necessarily be the end of the world. I hope. It might cause us some issues, but I will still try and go for this. And oh well. If it all goes to shit, we will restart again. Because I think Sweden should become the war leader, and as long as that happens, Prussia will not be called in, so... well, let's go ahead and ally the British. There's no one else we get to ally, so that's a thing. Actually, in one of my test runs, I saw the Prussians allied France, of all people, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. It's kind of hilarious, to be honest. Alright, how's the justification? No, still getting there. It's fine. Also, I don't really think I need to say this, but I will of course be editing the episodes as I have been doing all the time lately, so that is not news to anyone. Should be anyways. I don't know, maybe if this is the first time you watch the channel, then I will have you know that I will do my best to edit out the most boring parts of the Let's Play, in order to try and make the whole thing a bit more watchable, enjoyable, stuff like that. Alright, let's switch over to the Nationalist Party. I don't know. I assume this is Dutch / Flemish. Which is interesting. I thought sort of the one of the problems in this time period was that the French-speaking Walloons were a bit sort of dominant. That is some of the Belgian history that I know, at least. One of the few things is that the like I remember the Flemish were like annoyed because when you know, the Belgians colonized the Congo, French became the main language there, and it is the you know, the lingua franca in Congo today. So there are even events actually in the game that I've stumbled upon in my test runs that actually like are about the you know, the Flemish nationalism, the Flemish national awakening, I guess. Because I think the original reason the Belgians seceded, or like the main difference between the southern lowlands? No, lower countries. No, fuck me. Is that what it's called? Of course I can't. There's no Benelux. This place. You know what you know what it is. Is basically that Belgium is primarily Catholic, while the Netherlands are primarily Calvinists, or Protestant, I guess, generally. Alright, let's get that organization up. So this is definitely going to be quite the harsh little war. I don't think we should pretend otherwise. However, I will live in the hope that we can succeed. Alright, humiliate Sweden. I could call allies in. I could actually call the UK, and also I allied Portugal because they asked me. That's funny, but that's a thing. Who are you fabricating on? Oh, just some African. That's fine. Yeah, so let's attack Sweden. We won't actually humiliate them, because I think the war automatically ends when we get the Treaty of London event. And if it doesn't, we can always probably just call the British in and they will wreck Sweden for us. We will have to fight Sweden though. They will send troops down, but the AI is not very good at long-range fighting, or whatever you want to call it. So that's the thing. By the way, if you're wondering why I did not mobilize earlier, it is because... come on, invade. What are you talking about not being at war? Alright, so there we go. This is what I wanted. Ooh, sad thing we have to fight Norway. But we're not fighting proper Norway, are we? We're fighting Sweden-dominated Norway. Totally different. It really isn't though. Like in the same way that the Flemish national awakening was going on at this point, so was the Norwegian. It was sort of the beginning steps of Norwegians realizing, hey, maybe we should not be a part of Sweden. At least without Denmark. I think there was somewhat of a Scandinavian movement. It's not talked about much though. I don't think it was very strong. Right, so the Dutch are just roaming about. I don't know what they think they're doing. Okay, so they just ran up there. That's fine, I guess. I will follow. Oh, fuck me. That's not at all what I intended to do. Okay, change of plans then. We could still have this be successful. So you run there. You run there. And you split in half. Slow down. God, did I even bring a general to the fight? Yeah, I did. Our king is actually the general there. That's hilarious. Ah, shit, they have dudes there? Ah, that's not good. Leave a dip. And then some units will... Yeah, no. Let's send like the cav and an infantry. You will run over here. And you will run there. And hopefully we can win this. Go, go, go. Ooh, reinforcements, bring them in. Rapidly. Oh shit, we also got... Oh, that's not good. You run there. You split in half. Cavalry, I will have you rush over there. And yeah, that's fine. He should be able to win that. So the idea is simply we're going to surround the entire Dutch army and try and squish it. But I think if we are not able to win these battles before the... Okay, we were though. So now we have the Dutch completely surrounded. And let's bring in reinforcements here. Rush them over, and we might go for the attack. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, but it looks good though. This is not super optimal, I'm not gonna lie, but it is definitely doable. It's much better if you can trick them into attacking you. Alright, so this army should... There it is. Okay, so that is the main Dutch army just annihilated. So that was... even if not executed properly, it definitely achieves, you know, the basic thing I want. So now we're just gonna pile a bunch of dipshits on Amsterdam, because that's the trigger for the event. I can't remember if I've mentioned it, but the event is really only... Like, the main thing that triggers it is actually just whether or not you occupy Amsterdam. So the quicker we can take Amsterdam, the quicker we can just straight up end the war. However, we surely could do with some idiots be sent south. Maybe that was a bit much, but we need to kill these guys. Can't be having them roaming about. Also, Sweden has decided to show up. That's, of course, fiercely unacceptable. Also, I don't want these stack to live. Yeah, there we go. They died. I think also we might have to retake our own territory. Don't quote me on that. Sit here, Will. There we go. Reinforcements have arrived. Kill these guys. Not a lot of reinforcements over in the capital, though. Oh, Norway. What the fuck are you? That's the first time I've seen them show up in my test runs here. Okay, kill that army. Split in half, I guess. We'll send some up there. The rest will go retake Limburg. Our rightful clay. Right, Sweden has arrived again, but hopefully we can occupy faster than them. And as a result... Oh god, we're going into Dempt. No, not Dempt. Anything but Dempt. I actually went bankrupt in one of my test runs, so I thought I had understood the rules of debt, but it seems like I had misunderstood them. So I'm going to be a bit super careful. So yeah, we're going to gather up some money, and then we're going to temporarily fund our army again, I guess. We kind of have to. Yeah, ditch all of that. Can we do tariffs? No, the British have sweared us. So that just won't work. Okay. Come on, get some organization bumping up. Alright, that'll have to do. Oh god, that's not good. Okay, run over there quickly before we get wrecked by the Swedes. Okay, we're actually able to kill them. Well, then you go kill that guy. I don't think we have access into France, so that will just have to do. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a bit paranoid here. As I said, this was not as perfectly executed as I have done before. Okay, yeah, you go kill these guys before they gain any organization. And I guess the Swedes will just have to be let be, I guess. We'll hope that we can siege faster than they do. Damn it, event, pop up already. Ah, here you go, here's one of the first, like, Flemish events. Henrik... blah blah blah, publishes the Flamise. So basically a Flemish guy published a novel or something like that about the Flemish stuff. Yeah, they stood up against the French. Okay, so something about how the Flems... So it's basically like building the national myth. You know, building the basis for nationalism, I guess. Here it is, the Dutch surrender, 9th of March, 1338. So this is basically the so-called alternative Treaty of London. That's what it's called in the game files, which I did indeed have to read to figure out how this works. Because the game doesn't tell you. That's one of the flaws of this, I feel like, of Victoria 2 in general, is that there are these super important events and whatnot, but it doesn't tell you. But of course this is a mod, so you can't expect too much, I guess. And the mod is brilliant. The fact that this kind of stuff is in the game is a huge improvement from the the base game. So basically we have a couple of decisions here. We can accept their surrender and just peace out, basically. Makes people like us, forces us to not be at war for some time, which sucks, but that's fine. The Dutch will lose core on Limburg, Wallonia and Flanders. And the Dutch don't, or I mean the British don't get to select the other type of Treaty of London. We can also demand concessions, which I assume basically the reason this button exists is so that if the Dutch have somehow like conquered Flanders and Limburg but not taken the whole country and you can still win, you can click this button and it will essentially give you back all the lands you have cores on. That's how I have interpreted this, but I have done tests here and there's actually no difference in terms of gains if you have this land by clicking this. It's just more prestige at the cost of more infamy. So it's not really worth it. I mean, even if you click this, they still keep their core on Luxembourg, so even that is not a worthwhile thing. You can also click continue the war, but this is basically like refusing the original Treaty of London. It makes everyone get cancelled belli against you, and it just destroys your face. But the idea, I guess, if you had if you had a bunch of war goals already added, you could like click this button and it would allow you to continue the war, but for our purposes we have achieved what we want, so we are just going to do the regular old accepting of their surrender. And that's the war. I don't really understand why that also pieces out Sweden, but of course I very much appreciate that, because it makes my life a lot easier. So of course this is not like the end-all be-all, or whatever you want to call it, of Belgium. So now the Dutch have lost their cores on the majority of our land, but they still keep a core on Luxembourg, and they have allied the Prussians, which is scary. So whenever the truce runs out, which will be not that long actually, ooh, that's scary. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me too much actually if they decide to take Luxembourg. But if they take Luxembourg, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's a nice province, got iron and stuff like that, but if we just immediately surrender when they attack us, we should be fine. Of course, we might lose Grey Power status, which we just got enough prestige to get. So, regardless of what happens there, it's going to be harsh. Right, let's temporarily fund our army. I just want to see some other reinforcements. Come on. Alright, there we go. The coronation of Queen Victoria. That's nice. Alright, there we go. Those reinforcements will do the trick. Now reduce funding of this madness. Let's get this funding up. Pay Dent. Yeah. Let's just pray then that the Dutch don't attack us. Yeah, this is something I had not noticed or thought about or whatever. Is that the Dutch don't actually... We don't get a new truce with them because this is not... That was not a regular peace deal. It was sort of an event peace deal, whatever you want to call it. So... I would like to hope that the British would like sphere them or something. Or maybe... no... We could potentially... Actually, let's increase relations. If I could manage to sphere them before they invade me, that could be an advantage, because then we can essentially force them to not cause issues. Anyways, we are not allowed to upgrade, but that's fine. And I was actually able to keep my factories alive through the war. That was sort of unintentional. I should probably have not done that, because I assume I had to pay a bunch of industrial subsidies to achieve that, but that's kind of fine. So yeah, we have a modifier now called No More War, which essentially makes it so that we... let's see, yeah, let's do medicine. It forces us to not go to war, I guess. We cannot justify or anything. We just sort of stuck here, not doing anything. We do have some infamy to burn us, so I guess it's fine that we stay at peace for a while. We do want to shift our focuses back to some more peaceful stuff, like intellectuals. Our literacy is not super good. Definitely a lot better though than a lot of starting countries, so I should not at all complain. Also, did I mess around with tariffs? Yeah, we have a tariff there. Let's not even bother with that. Yeah, let's actually just reduce tariffs. Maybe that boosts our industry. Also, I would like to build some factories. Yeah, we need to make more money, so let's further reduce various stuff. Yeah, surely we can reduce administration a bit as well. Become liberal or become liberal. Well, let's do capitalist because there are so few of them that shouldn't. Actually... Our reforms probably, yeah, it gives a lot more voting rights to the rich, so that would probably increase the overall voting strength. No, actually, it's fine. They line up, so I guess, yeah, the capitalists barely make a difference. There we go, get the Flemish liberation movement. That's definitely one of the big threats that Belgium will have to deal with through a campaign, is the constant threat of just splitting in two with the Walloons. It's really the Flemish, I guess, who are the main guys who want to rise up, because they are sort of the second-class guys. Because they are not the primary culture, they are just an accepted one. We will do our best, though, to, you know, make the Flemish feel at home. Oh, the British want us to join the war, that's fine. It's not going to really impact us. Shouldn't impact us anyways. Oh, there we go, we have risen in status in the world, and are now considered a great power. Very nice indeed. So now, I will just sort of sit about and piss my pants a bit, and hope the Dutch don't invade. Once again, it's not going to be the end of the world, but damn son, I would like to avoid it. I really would. Alright, there's the truce. Begin influencing. Please, Blocks Netherlands, do not invade. Can I give you access? Oh yes, give access. I don't know if that... I mean, that was an old trick in like EU3, so I don't really know if that prevents them from going to war. Of course, they are not really the big factor, though. Hopefully my alliance with the British will keep them in check a bit, at least. But yeah, we'll definitely go mental here with the influence. Try and get that shit going. Oh, there we go. Peace with Sikh empires now a go. So our navy is dead. That's fine. Ooh, the Dutch is, or the fleet is actually, it has a Dutch name. How nice. The armies though are French. God, my heart is pumping. Can we do it? Increase those relations, man. Get that shit going. Increase opinion. Do it. What? Yes, I will help you. I will help you, Britain. Alright, we can do some stuff. Jacobins. Well, I would really prefer not to deal with Jacobins, so... Also, we need to nationalize the industry. Let's do that. Also choose a tech school. Or not yet, we still need to achieve certain requirements, so that's not gonna happen then, I guess. But yeah, we can go ahead and potentially increase voting rights, but let's start with cultural rights, since they are sort of the basic thing you would want. Alright, we can go ahead and increase relations. This is going fast. Who is this? Lahej? Where's Lahej? Nobody knows where Lahej is. Sounds... Well, now I'm scared to say what it sounds like. Okay, I was about to say it sounded Indian, but it was not. So, good thing I didn't say that. Well then, what on earth is it? Ah, it's Arabian. Lahej. Okay. That's okay. The British are conquering down there. Anyways. Oh man, so close. Hopefully we're going to be able to just keep the Dutch from invading us through relations alone at this point. Yeah, we're definitely just going to go for a straight up sphere here. Nobody else is really too hyped about the Dutch yet, so hopefully we can get them in our sphere nicely. I mean, I think at some point I will want to further invade the Dutch, but for now I'm a bit too scared to do that, honestly. With the fact that the Prussians are allied to them, I don't think I would want to. We could potentially try another war to invade Sweden again and ask for Zealand, which is a promise that I would love to take. Yeah. It's got more coal population. It's even got some Flemish people that I need to reintegrate into the Belgian nation, but I think for now we're just gonna play it safe, and we're gonna sphere them so that we are 100% sure they're not gonna be invading us, because I don't want to have to deal with that. So it's gonna cost us infamy to kick them out later on. Don't remember exactly how much it is, but I don't know. We'll let that stay as a bit of a late game thing. There we go, at the sphere. There we go, the Netherlands are now in our sphere. So that's a turn of events, you know. We have won our war against the Dutch, and now they're sphered by us. They are now officially the junior partner in this relationship. I think I'm also going to work a bit to kick them out of the British. Too many great power. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're already allied to another great power. Well, that's annoying. Hopefully he'll stop that stupidity soon. Give him access though. Elections. Oh shit, I should have... Oh, well, I did a bad choice there. That's fine. Not a biggie. Right, we still have debt. Let's pay that shit, so we don't have to pay interest anymore. And we should have some money now to... Well, there's not that much unemployment. I think we can afford to build some factories rather than just upgrade the ones we already have, because the ones we don't already have are not super great. Let's take a look at the resources. That's one of the great things about Belgium, is that you start out the game with some decent resources. The fuck's the research? Where's the research? Resource map mode is what I'm trying to say, if I wasn't so bad at talking. Seriously, where is it? I'm being absolutely idiotic right now. There it is, fuck me. RGO. Yeah, so we have coal provinces here, so I want this province to... Oh wow, we are not actually capable of building a glass factory. Yeah, we need to lower stuff even further. Also, yeah, now that we're actually a great power, we would probably want to get some tariffs going. Maybe just temporarily. It's gonna hurt our industry, but, you know, that's fine. At some point I'm gonna try and demolish these less profitable factories and replace them. Do want to keep the steel one around, but definitely a couple of these that I want to abolish. So actually, I say we spend money on upgrading that, even though I just said we were not going to, and I'm going to save up money, and we're going to get a glass factory in Wallonia. Oh god, Jacobins, really? That's an unfortunate turn of it. Really? Have they gotten that angry already? Shit, should have given them voting rights then. How come I'm not... Why are you guys not voting for it? Are people not angry enough? I mean, they're angry enough to rebel, but they don't want... I don't even understand. That's weird. Come on, Netherlands, help me out with my rebels, please. They are dangerous and shit, preventing me from gloriously industrializing. That's not good. I'm actually gonna do battleship... oh, never mind, we can do idealism now, so of course we need to get that. Ooh, we're getting close though to dropping out of Grey Power status. That's not good. Guess we need to... Yeah, we need to keep industrializing. I think that's gonna be our main way. I would like it to not have to rely so much on prestige as I usually do when I play this game. And actually do some more industrialization. Let's give them some consciousness, that's fine. Yeah, kill them before they take the capital. Oof, brutal battle. Fuck, we didn't even exterminate them. Not good. Well. Alright, let's give these guys their idiotic voting rights so they stop writing so much. Hopefully they'll deal with that. We can get back to making money, building industry. Also, we need to come up with someone to invade. We need to establish colonies and whatnot. I usually go for the Congo, but that's changed. They're not as good anymore, because this province I think used to be a part of Congo, but it's not after the updates. So Congo is no longer sort of a no-brainer on who to invade. Might still be the best option we have. It's still just 7.5 infamy, which is half the cost it would be to take other things. Could potentially go for Gaza before the Dutch get in here. Or not the Dutch, fuck me, Portuguese. That's what I tried to say there. Definitely many possibilities. Of course, if the world was perfect, I would maybe even invade Spain or something. Actually, I am not influencing anyone right now. Let's actually... Oh, they're still great power, really? Huh. Okay, well I don't know who to influence then. I don't really... Actually, let's do Haiti. That's actually a nation I wouldn't mind taking over. Mainly because I think it would be a state, which would be pretty nice. The Americans are working on that, but let's just go all in actually. Don't think it's such a priority for the Americans. Yeah, I would love to take Haiti and Spain, or the Spanish colonies, just because I might be able to turn those into states if we can get some assimilation going. And assimilation is much easier in the Americas for reasons I have... Well, I don't know, honestly I don't even know if I've actually explained that at any point, but it's a thing, trust me. And even if I don't completely understand how it works myself, it's also just a thing from experience. But yeah, no, I've thought about it, and I think we're just gonna go for the Congo. We're just gonna invade them still. I mean, I've looked over it, and I can't really see any nations that still beat this. Of course, actually, now that I think about it, there is that other event now, the Congress of Berlin or something. One of those thingies. So I would actually have to give up Congo if that fires. So it makes that place just not as valuable. Huh. Well, now I'm a bit lost. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna do Haiti. I think that's indeed what we're going to do. But I think we might just postpone that until the next episode, because hopefully this will be long enough at this point. It should be. I've been recording for a while. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this first episode of the Belgium campaign. Feel free to leave suggestions in the comments of what you want me to conquer. Of course, just as always, don't have too high hopes. I mean, if you tell me to conquer France, that might not happen, just because that's super difficult and crap, especially because you cannot really abuse China in this mod the same way you can abuse China in the base game to have infinite troops, so it's overall more challenging, I would argue. But I still think this can be quite the fun little campaign here. So yeah, once again, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye.